Hey guys, welcome to a very special Cast Pod podcast, but it's not really the Cast Pod podcast. It's when men throw men at other men, pre-Wrestlemania special, and then we'll be doing a post-Wrestlemania special after. My name is Dale.
I'm Taylor.
We'll come up with clever names for the next one, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna run down the card and just pick winners and losers, and we're gonna do a point system where it's like 5 points for the winning person, and then 5 points for maybe a match streak.
Just between you and me, or
yeah, just between you and me. There's no one else. I mean, if anyone else in our party wants to get it, sure. But it's just 5 point systems, and pick how long the Goldberg match is gonna go. That's Price is Right rules, right? So if it goes 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes, I'm sure it won't go more than that.
If the Goldberg match can last longer than I can in bed, then I think it'll be all right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm kidding, guys. Come on.
Talking like a minute. Just like that, and I think another bet should be how long the show's gonna go on for. Like last year, it went on for an insanely long time, too long, even for WrestleMania.
It was just because I retarded us pre-show.
Yeah, well, there's just so many matches too.
What was
We're
it?
looking at so many matches now too. Again, like this is the thing. Like this is a steep card. Like this is.
Yeah, but I mean, last year's WrestleMania it was what 2 hour pre-show, and they had
It was long.
Was that the one with Ryback in it, or was that the year before?
Yeah, it was with Ryback and Kalisto for his United States title, and 100 people were in the arena at the time because they had a problem getting tickets to scan.
Yeah.
So no one was there.
See now, if you're gonna have a long show like that, then make sure your things are working, and
Yeah.
or if you are,
should be a thing of the arena, just make sure that the scanners work before one of the biggest shows that they had that year in the arena.
or travel. If you're traveling there and you're going to see it live, get there early. I'm pretty sure once you're in there with your ticket, you're allowed to sort of walk around and do shit, right? Yeah. Yeah, so you're not confined to your seat. Like I'm pretty sure they'll even let you go back out and have a cigarette if you wanted. Like I don't know how it works.
I'm not sure with the.
But if you've paid for your ticket and the ticket's approved, I don't see why it's.
The problem with that is it's so many people. You're shoulder to shoulder. They're just cramming in there. You're looking at.
Yeah.
Last year they said 100,000, but that was a lie. It's like 90 something. So.
No, they have it.
No, they kayfabe the number. Kayfabe.
Did they really?
Yeah, it was under 100.
Why did they lie?
Because that was their goal to hit that number, and they didn't hit it, so they just kind of lied about it. I don't agree with the terms, but that's once again
And you guys get mad when someone fails a measly piss test over something stupid.
Adderall was the big thing last year.
Yeah, come on, man. You guys.
The Adderall that you need to stay aware of these fucking cards sometimes. If you watch Fastlane, I definitely need Adderall to fucking pay attention through that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, really. That was a bad.
That was the worst pay-per-view I've watched probably in the last calendar year.
Mm-hmm.
But let's fucking get through this.
Yeah.
Let's get through this mountain of a matchups, and welcome to the WrestleMania podcast set with the WrestleMania logo and the John Cena with the dick in his mouth. Or Pepe in his mouth. That's nice. So those are just the random superstars.
Well, that's part of this.
Yeah, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Oh yeah, that's always a great match.
I actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, Battle Royal. So it's going to be the 3rd, I believe, this year, or the 4th.
Goldust is in it.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
Goldust, yeah, cram him in and whatever. So it's the kickoff show. There's 2 kickoff shows here, and this is the first one. I'm not sure which will be which in which order, but this is the WrestleMania Andre the Giant Battle Royal, whatever, for the big ass trophy.
They'll probably have that second.
Yeah, maybe.
They'll probably do that as the second match.
They really push whoever wins that. Baron Corbin had that trophy forever now. But confirmed for the match. There's probably 20 people.
Yeah.
Mojo Rawley, Apollo Crews, Big Show because Shaq's a bitch.
Yeah.
Shaq is a bitch.
Fuck you, Shaq.
Fucking Shaq is a bitch.
Yeah. This guy worked out so much.
Had a fucking 6-pack.
Yeah, man.
Big Show has
weight.
a 6-pack.
And I think it's gonna be his last year, and you fucked up, man.
Yeah.
You really let down a lot of people.
Yeah, Shaq, you're just a pussy.
Yeah. You fucking pussy.
Kurt Hawkins, Goldust, R-Truth, Primo.
Primo.
Yeah, Primo. Epico and Primo.
Okay.
And Curtis Axel, Jinder Mahal, Bo Dallas, and Braun Strowman. I'm gonna say right now, and just by judging, because I've watched a couple of the videos.
I wouldn't be surprised if Braun won.
Yeah, Braun. I'm picking Braun. You picking Braun?
Yeah.
Okay, Braun's confirmed for us.
Either Braun or.
You gotta pick one. Can't pick multiple.
I would say Braun, but
he's the strongest of the bunch.
Apollo Crews could be a good pick though.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I think Braun's gonna take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Braun too. So both of us for Braun. Okay. Superman, Braun, Strowman, and the other pre-show match code. The other pre-show match will be the Austin Aries versus Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship.
That should be really good.
That should be on the main card. But once again, whatever. It's part of WrestleMania. It's all the same. I
mean, come on, man. These guys. Yeah. These guys do deserve a bit more than a pre-show.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but I know a while back the Divas were all upset about lack of matches and stuff
like that. Now the Cruiserweights have kind of taken that.
Yeah, and that's sort of what's happened, and I don't think that's right. I think it should be a little bit more fair. If you want equal, you want an equal amount of matches and things like that, you should be willing to sacrifice one of the...
I mean, if there's 2 Divas shows in the main card, why can't you
I think Cruiserweight's a bigger deal than, at least right now, maybe the SmackDown.
Well, my concern is not having a full arena to watch it. Like, what if we end up having, a half capacity arena, and now those people now have to go back.
And yeah, if that's gonna be before the Andre the Giant Memorial.
If I was going to Orlando, that would be a match that I would want to see.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd start the show with this match, like the
Cruiserweight.
Yeah. Actually, the first match.
Yeah, I agree.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
It is a shame they're on the kickoff.
Well, they usually have like a high octane ladder match to start, and I believe there's a ladder match coming for the tag team titles. But that's definitely.
Sorry, we kind of have to keep referring to this paper.
Yeah,
keep looking away.
Paper is key.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely a disappointment. But at the same time, like those people are gonna go out there and they're gonna kill it regardless.
Yeah, no, I know, I agree, and I mean, eventually, most people who have the network probably do watch the pre-show, especially if they know there's going to be a good match.
Yeah, well, it's always there. You just go back and watch it. But, yeah.
So, like, people buy the DVDs. Surprisingly, a lot of people buy the package thing where it comes with, like, the 4 discs.
Yeah.
My dad gets it every year, but he still comes here and watches it with me, so...
Yeah. Fun fact, I once held the door for Austin Aries.
Really?
Yeah, that's a little tidbit. That's a little added thing. So moving on from the Cruiserweight match, this isn't in any order, I'm sure, but I'm sure the title matches like the World Heavyweight and the WWE have a higher chance in the card.
Yeah, last 3 or 4 matches.
This is Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. It should have been AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels, but Shawn Michaels turned down the match.
Wait, are you allowed to come back and wrestle a match after like that long?
Ric Flair did it.
I guess.
Shawn Michaels didn't feel interested in coming back, which I don't blame him. You know.
I don't blame him.
If you're gonna.
That'll be the one time he breaks his back or something.
No, well, if you're gonna uphold the rules of wrestling, a retirement match should be a retirement match, and I think
he did have his.
I think he's sticking to it.
Yeah.
He's sticking to it, unlike Ric Flair and a couple other people. I mean, that's how it be. But. For this match,
but he's medically cleared to wrestle. He could.
Well, he's a coach to performance center, so he's probably getting it every day, or at least
Yeah.
But yeah, regardless, it's not gonna happen in an alternate Marvel universe. It happened, or it's gonna happen.
But this should be good though because Shane McMahon likes to brawl and
it's gonna jump off something really fucking high.
Yeah.
And the set this year
just be careful, buddy.
The set.
Just be careful, man.
Yeah. You're getting up there.
We love what
You're getting up there.
Yeah, we love what you do, but just we don't want anything bad to happen to you, man.
This year, they've leaked pictures of the set and all that. People have got there, and the set looks to be a roller coaster because it's the ultimate thrill ride.
Fucking cat.
Yeah, your cat's over there.
Sorry.
But yeah, like it's gonna be a roller coaster this year. So maybe he's gonna dive off something really, really high. So just that should be cool. I mean, but AJ Styles, he can work with a broomstick. You know what I mean? He can have a good match with that. The old
that's saying something.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like he's that damn good, right?
See, and I've said this before. Like AJ Styles, phenomenal wrestler, but I just don't like him.
Pun intended.
I don't like him, and yeah, definitely no pun intended there. But I don't like him. And I haven't met him as a person, so it's not like that. It's a weird feeling. Like I like to watch him wrestle. I guess I don't like his character. But maybe he's doing his job well then.
Maybe, yeah.
But I don't hate him. It's not like, oh, fuck you, and I'll boo him, right? But
I appreciate anyone who can have a good match with Roman Reigns. And he pulled out some good matches with Roman Reigns.
He did.
So I can appreciate someone who's willing to go out there and actually make him look good. I mean, I'm not hating on Roman Reigns, but I am hating on Roman Reigns.
We don't hate Roman Reigns. We hate the company shoving him in the face and just cool off with it for a bit.
He should be a bad guy, but that's neither here nor there.
Whatever.
Go on forever about
that good guy, bad guy, whatever. Just honestly, Roman, if you ever do see this video, which you never will, but if you do, go take a vacation for like 3 months, buddy. Come back, and the fans will give you the best reception you've heard in years. I'm telling you, that's the way it works. People end up missing you. You know, a couple months down the road, you're like, where the fuck's Roman? Why isn't he having matches? And then one day he just comes in and he fucks over someone that's fucked over like a face. You know what I mean? So a heel fucks over a face. Roman comes in.
I mean, we're never gonna get the John Cena heel turn, so let's get the Roman Reigns, heel turn. I mean,
you never know.
Maybe. Anyways, segue.
That'd be cool, John Cena heel.
Yeah. So who's your pick for the match? Shane or AJ?
AJ.
Okay, I'm gonna pick AJ too. I mean,
I don't think Shane's
not coming back until probably next WrestleMania or maybe ever. You know. So
I don't think he's supposed to win matches. He's just supposed to do crazy.
Yeah, he's supposed to put people over, right? That's how it be.
If he beats AJ, it's sort of like, okay, who the fuck is AJ now?
Yeah, that's kicking the balls.
Yeah.
AJ Styles. Now moving on to a match that I thought would be horrible, but now as it goes on and I see the vignettes and I'll show you one after. John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice. So husband and wife versus husband and wife.
Now this is cool because this hasn't really been a thing for a long time. So I'm curious. Well, am I correct? What? For the WWE, like this kind of match hasn't happened in a while.
Wife and husband thing?
Yeah. Or just male and woman versus, like we've had tag team matches maybe back in WWF days like that.
I'm sure they do every now and then, but never. It's definitely not going to be men and women at the same time in the ring.
That's what I was going to say. I'm curious as to see if they're going to try and do something where they incorporate both genders without inflicting.
There's no issue about the woman hitting the man, but the man never hits the woman nowadays.
They get away with it by accidental. Because Stephanie got hit.
Yeah, every now and then when it's like, oh my god, she got speared. I see your point.
So like there is things they can do, and I think right now the community is getting a little bit more acceptable of.
We'll see.
How because so many of the old fans are coming back, right?
Yeah.
And I think they're starting to realize this and they're catering. So I really want to know what they're gonna do, and I'm looking forward to that match. To be honest.
Yeah, I started seeing cool stuff for it. And I was actually a really big fan of their last WrestleMania match, which no one really was, and I was like, oh, you know what?
Who?
Miz versus John Cena.
Oh yeah. Who won that?
Miz. Yeah, kind of by The Rock's help. But that's what set up The Rock versus John Cena for the next
season. I'm almost curious. Maybe I'm gonna go ahead and say the Miz and Maurice are gonna win because they've got a thing going right now.
I'm gonna say that too because John Cena, you know how he goes and he pops up here and there and goes away.
Yeah,
the Miz is getting. This might be John Cena's swan song for a couple months as he goes and films TV. You never know.
Yeah.
And John Cena, you know what? As much as people might hate on him, I appreciate him. He has good matches lately. He always throws in a new move.
He always tries to just throw something in there because he knows.
Yeah.
The smart marks like to say, "Oh, you do the same 10 moves."
Yeah, he's doing fucking.
Like he did the springboard stunner a couple times.
Springboard stunner. He's doing Yoshi Tonics. He's doing fucking just crazy amount of shit like him and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Cesaro and all those matches.
We can't think of everything off the top.
Everything that when he had that U.S. title, he actually made the title actually mean something, and that did not happen for a very, very long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna pick the same people. So we're agreed on that. Before we segue, let's go over to Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker, which is it's a thing. It's a thing. That's definitely for sure.
I don't even know what to say to be honest. Like
it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, yeah, Undertaker can once again another person that can have a match with a broomstick, but it's one of those matches where I'm like, oh shit, like Undertaker might lose here.
That's what I'm worried about.
Like,
that's what I'm starting to worry about is they're gonna try and then if a Roman Reigns wins, like there's gonna be a riot.
Yeah.
People are gonna snap because they're already hating on him.
I agree.
You know, and
it's one of those things where it's like no doubt who's gonna be booed there, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna throw this in there, and this is a little thing. Yeah. That match better happen towards the end of the night when it's actually dark because it's an outdoor stadium in Orlando. Yeah. Like the sun doesn't set until like the last 2 or 3 matches. You don't get the actual.
Damn, there is a lot of fucking matches on this paper. Like we still got like 5 or 6 more to talk about.
Oh, it's like I said, it's a mountain of a card. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a long fucking night, especially with NXT the night before. I mean, there's like, you know, a lot of wrestling. Man. It's a lot of wrestling. A lot of wrestling. I was gonna go to Orlando this year, and I looked at all the matches, and even the independent matches that are on there. I'm just like, holy shit! Like I'd be burnt out by the time I get to Mania.
I'm gonna have to call my internet company and make sure everything's good too. Yeah. Well, I had to pay them, right? But then I still have to change my plan before.
It's such a long card; it might roll over the next month. You might get that.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm gonna probably be wrong here, but I'm gonna pick Undertaker because it's more of a safer bet than Roman. But I could definitely see Roman win. But I'm gonna pick Undertaker.
Fuck. You know what? Honestly, can I just like not? I don't even want.
No, you gotta pick. You gotta pick. You'll lose 5 points. You know.
Well, I'm gonna lose 5 points either way. Maybe.
Yeah. This is definitely the swerve.
I don't know. I guess you know what. I have this weird gut-wrenching feeling that Roman's gonna get it.
Okay, so you pick Roman, I'll pick Undertaker. That's the first, differ of the card.
I don't know why, but...
Okay, that's cool.
I feel depressed even saying it.
yeah, it's definitely gonna be one of those things where it's like, if he wins...
Like, I know you're picking...
People are gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Like, people are gonna be pissed, and like, it's one of those things where it's like, maybe that's what we need, him to just beat the shit out of Undertaker and become a heel. You know?
But...
Then we don't see Taker until...
He's in this weird situation, Roman, where it's like he's not even a baby face either. He's not a face, but he's not a heel. He's just neutral. Everyone hates him, but there's no reason to.
Yeah.
He doesn't do any wrong. He gets fucked over, but people...
Yeah, they bounce back.
Yeah,
in
some arenas, Roman gets good reception. Once in a while, you get more cheers.
Yeah.
Than he does boos.
I understand that. That makes sense.
And I wonder how he feels considering, he's getting pushed.
He's probably sick of the push.
Yeah.
He's probably sick of the direction.
And that's why I say, go take a vacation. Tell him you're done for 3 months. You can do that, can't you? You can request time.
You can request time, but depends. I mean, he's one of the top players of the upper card. They need him.
I don't need him. There's so many people right now that are waiting for a chance.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
If he goes away for a couple months and comes back, it's not going to hurt his career.
No, it's not going to hurt his
career. He's going to get pushed again.
No. So you're picking Roman, I'm picking Taker.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. All right. Well, cool. I agree. So the next match, which will be the unsanctioned, match, something like similar to the SummerSlam 2002 Shawn Michaels versus Triple H match, including Triple H and now Seth Rollins, who is just coming off an injury. I'm not sure if he's 100%, and they're definitely gonna say that over and over again. I'm sure he's not 100%, but
he's came back too fast.
Yeah, but I think it's been about a month and a half, maybe just a little bit more, from an injury that
he already had,
and took him out from
9 months. It was about 9 months.
October of last year.
And he was supposed to be off for about a year.
Yeah.
And he only did 9 months. So.
This is definitely either a match that they're going to involve a lot of plunder, weapons, and whatnot. And
probably a slower pace when it comes to moves and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm not going to hate. If this match goes it's under my expectations, I'm not going to hate on it because he's coming off an injury that could easily set someone out for a year.
Triple H is getting old too. Like we could even tell that one WrestleMania when he came out with his like skull mask and all his chains and when it had all the run-ins. With like Roman Reigns, all the old
guys. With Sting.
With Sting. And like even that match, I'm not saying anything bad about it obviously. It was Triple H and it was a lot slower and they had to get people to come in to make the match longer because I don't think Triple H can perform the way he's built, right? Don't get me wrong, but he's big. He might not necessarily be fast. He might not have the endurance that he once did.
He can go with a good person. Like we see him.
This match
between Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30
was great.
Was a great match. It was one of my favorite Triple H's matches.
But he exerted himself there. I think he went harder for that match.
Well, Daniel Bryan can once again work anyone.
Yeah. I mean, But I think Seth and Triple H, between the both of them, it's probably because of the age and then the injury.
It's a weird mix.
It's a weird mix. But the feud and the tension is there, and I think this is going to be Seth Rollins' like big triumph.
Well, they've been trying this match for 2 years and they just couldn't get it right. Last year he was hurt, and then this year they're like, oh shit, he's hurt again. But and then they just got by on like a thread, right, to get him in, right?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where like they couldn't just do it, next year.
But it's sort of like if you wait too long, like I hate to go back to it, but Roman got the title too late. Which in turn, Daniel Bryan at that time, everyone wanted him to get it.
Yeah.
So everyone hated on Roman, and this is what happened. Roman just went downhill with the fans, and depending on what happened, you know what I mean, it could happen.
Well, they put Roman into spots that didn't benefit. Like they themselves hurt Roman by putting him in situations that he can't work his way out of.
Yeah, and why did I even bring that up? I can't remember.
It's just stuck in your craw from that many years ago.
No. No, it was something to do with Triple H and stuff, but I just...
Regardless, Triple H, Seth Rollins, a lot of plunder. We're going to see tables, we're going to see sledgehammers, we're going to see steel chairs. Hopefully we see a curb stomp. Probably not.
That would be cool.
It's one of those things where it's like, it's going to be a match where it's just going to be a lot of weapons, and that's going to carry you through the match. And I like that. I like matches.
There's probably going to be... I wouldn't be surprised if Triple H walks out with a pool of blood on his face.
That would be nice.
That would be really cool. Nice.
That would actually, if he started bleeding and then
he doesn't have the long hair now though, so it doesn't like.
Maybe Seth bleeds. Maybe Seth is the one, and then he comes back and beats.
I think Seth is gonna. He's the one that's taking over for that sort of Triple H's position. And
it's always been groomed. He's always been groomed. You know what I mean? He's the grooming of Triple H,
taking the pedigree
the Shield, right?
to his moveset, and
the Shield. The three people that made the Shield are technically Triple H's baby.
That was like his.
That was his concept.
That
was his like.
Good job.
Well, he took the Shield kind of thing, and all those people are going to be protected for forever. You know what I mean? Once Vince McMahon dies and all that, those three people are still going to be around and pushed. That's why we see Dean always, he's always protected. That's why we see Seth is always protected. That's why we see Roman is always protected. It's because, those people make a lot of money for the company too. Like, that's also a thing that...
Well, the Shield merch probably sold well.
We keep seeing Roman Reigns put in a position because he keeps selling merchandise.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Same reason we see Reigns
hated, but they
sells masks.
But they love the costume.
Yeah.
They love the outfit. They love that.
Kids, John Cena pushed to the moon because he's the face of the company. He's a good face of the company, and every 6 months,
wristbands,
every
shoes,
6 months,
shirts.
they change the color scheme, and they just sell just as many as they did before, and it just keeps going and going and going. Now instead he's green, he's blue this month.
There's some motherfucker out there that probably has every outfit.
Yeah.
Just maybe not even that he wears them. He just
collects them,
and he has them. Huh?
What an asshole.
Yeah. I guarantee you, there's a guy out there.
Anyways,
Seth.
Nice.
Excuse me.
Nice. I appreciate that.
Do you?
No, but you have to, at the end of that beer, you have to now clang it together like Stone Cold. Okay?
You want beer everywhere too?
No.
Okay.
Do that without the beer. So we're going over to kind of a board match. This would be my piss break. So it's the SmackDown Women's title.
I'm just kidding, guys.
Okay, yeah.
It's a piss break.
Yeah, piss break. Okay, fair enough. I'll laugh later. Mickie James versus Carmella, my bad. Versus Natalya versus Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss, who's the champion, and then a other participant that's possible, which is probably gonna be Naomi because she's hurt. She's gonna come back, and that's her hometown.
But Naya's up here.
Did I say Naya?
Yes, you did. Just say Naya.
Oh, Natalya. Sorry, another thick bitch.
No, wait, hold on. You're talking about one of the other
participant, which will be probably who's the glow stick girl?
Oh, Naomi.
My bad.
Sorry.
Yeah, same man.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. She's coming back probably. That's her home area. So that's probably gonna be it.
Didn't she have the title?
She had the title and she got hurt. She had to give it up.
Why is it like all the really popular like people who connect?
As soon as they get "You deserve it" chant, you fucking get hurt.
You fucking get hurt.
They get hurt.
You get
Don't
hurt.
chant "You deserve it."
Yeah.
Stop doing it.
Yeah.
You get hurt.
Yeah, it's like literally like oh man, we're not going into Daniel Bryan right now. I could just fucking
chant Roman Reigns all you want.
Nah.
Do it.
So he like breaks his neck and everyone's like, "You deserve that."
Oh yeah.
That'd be horrible.
So who are you gonna pick for this? I'm gonna pick Naomi. You know.
Well, if she's in it.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick her as my mystery.
So as a mystery wrestler, okay, fine, Naomi.
It's a shoe-in. You gonna pick Naomi?
Yeah. Okay. She's probably gonna be there, but who's gonna win?
Naomi.
You think she's gonna get it again?
Yeah.
Just because she deserves it.
Yeah, just because she deserves it, and I don't see.
How bad was she hurt? That she clearly was not.
I think it was a knee.
She just won in Fastlane.
Yep. Yeah, and then like it was like.
I don't watch the weekly shows that often, by the way, so I'm not up to date with.
Anyways,
yeah.
Let's skip through this. This is a women's match. Let's fucking just. Yeah. So Naomi.
Sure.
Or do you pick someone else?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So we're moving on to a triple threat ladder match for the Raw Tag Team titles, which is going to consist of Enzo Amore and Big Cass, Sheamus and Cesaro, and the club, but not really the club anymore, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, who are the champions.
Okay, I was going to say they are the champions.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's kind of weird because they're all big men, other than Enzo, and we usually see the ladder match at the beginning of the show with a lot of the cruiserweight-esque kind of people, and this is what gets the crowd going.
See, I'm wondering because Sheamus and Cesaro, they've been. You know, they're clearly liked as a tag team.
Yeah.
They work well together.
Yeah.
The whole, like, I hate you, I love you thing.
Yeah.
Like, not literal, but just, it works, right? But I don't necessarily... I'm talking about deserving. Mm-hmm. Who deserves a title.
What's not good going and you deserve it thing?
I'm just saying, for the people that have put in the time and the effort, I think Enzo and Cass, I think they should win the title. Mm-hmm. And
that would be nice. That would be, like you said, deserving.
They haven't done it yet, have they?
No.
Yeah.
They didn't even
have the NXT, yeah. So I think out of anyone right there in those three teams, I mean, Luke Gallows and Anderson, they're pretty formidable, right? But I could just see, you know, Cass and Enzo doing something off the ladder, like Big Cass goes up the ladder and like throws them off the thing and then taking out like all four people, something crazy
it's
like that.
It's a big man ladder match, which is something you don't see a lot. I mean,
but then you got one little fucking guy.
Yeah, one little fuck that's gonna go flying probably.
Who knows? He could end up hanging from the belts, like.
As long as he doesn't get hurt.
Get speared.
Yeah. Oh god. So you're gonna pick Enzo and Cass?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go different here, and I'm gonna say Sheamus and Cesaro. You know, just for the sake of that might just be the match that I lose on, but because I really do think it's Enzo and Cass, but just to, I have a secret, love for Sheamus and Cesaro. They're
No, I agree. They're really good, but I'm going off of more of a who should be getting it. I'm being more biased with this.
The track record of Enzo and Cass, I don't think they're gonna be able to, But we'll see. I mean, so I'm picking different. You're picking different. That's cool. Moving on to the Intercontinental title match, which is Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose, which is the Intercontinental champion at the time. So this match is probably going to be just as crazy as Triple H and Seth Rollins. We're going to probably maybe see a lot of plunder.
What's
Dean
Ambrose
going crazy. Champion. Champion. Okay. I think it's going to be Baron Corbin. I think it's Baron Corbin's time. Yeah. He won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle.
Seems like the right time for him to win a title match, anyways.
Yeah, I can see Dean Ambrose doing something crazy, and then that may be costing him, and then fucking him up and getting hurt, and then Baron Corbin comes in and ends the day as 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Dean Ambrose got screwed over last year at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar. I mean, not necessarily match wise, but just having a good match. Brock couldn't fucking deliver. But that's okay.
Wait, what?
Remember Brock last year just came in, a bunch of suplexes, didn't want to do anything.
Was that okay? Well, was that them telling him just to do a bunch of suplexes, or was he being a fucking?
From the podcast, the Stone Cold podcast that I watched, Dean Ambrose says that Brock didn't really want to work with him, didn't want to really collaborate on ideas. Dean tried to make it better, and Brock.
Listen here, Brock Lesnar, you weirdo. Fuck you. Smarten up, man. You got the best manager beside you. You live on a farm. You fuck Sable every fucking night, probably.
Just get old quick.
Who gives a fuck? It's Sable. Stop being such a prick. Dean Ambrose is cool, man. Don't fuck around.
What does Steve call him?
Dirty Dancing Dean Ambrose.
Dirty Dancing. I guess Swayze. All right. So you're gonna pick Baron. I'm gonna pick Baron.
Yeah.
So 2 Barons. All right. Cool.
I love how we just keep agreeing.
Yeah, that's why I'm throwing.
But it's because we know how we usually.
It's predictable. It's fucking predictable.
Yeah.
So here's a match that definitely is predictable. It's the United States Championship match, which is Kevin Owens,
Chris Jericho's going away for
versus Chris Jericho, another fellow Canadian.
Yeah.
And Chris Jericho obviously is going away. He's gonna make another Fozzy record, which is really fucking good.
Yeah, they're good.
Fozzy's one of my favorites. I mean, I'm not just saying that for the sake.
No, he's good. He's a good singer too.
The last CD was really good.
He is the vocalist, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought so.
They're really good. Their last one.
Kevin Owens probably gonna win.
Gotta get some steam back after that Goldberg match.
And Chris, like I said, like we know Chris Jericho.
There's a way he comes back. But he always comes back better than ever. So I can't be sad when he goes away. So I'm going to pick Kevin Owens. You're going to pick Kevin Owens.
Obvious choice, though. It's obvious.
Yeah. So moving up the card, we're looking
at Jax.
We're looking, yes, the thickest bitch of them all. The Fatal 4-Way elimination match for the Raw Women's title. See, we're not going to count points for elimination. We're just going to count points for the sole survivor. So I'm definitely going to think that Charlotte wins this, just for the sake of Charlotte winning everything, and Charlotte.
How many times has she been the champion? 3?
I'm going to say 4.
That's ridiculous.
I know.
That is ridiculous.
In a young career, this is going to be her 4th.
That's like in a year, 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, 3, maybe 4 years combined on TV right now. I'd probably say 3 years combined on TV right now.
Since she's been put on to WWE?
WWE
like
TV.
Networking?
Yeah, like NXT combined.
It's been 3 fucking... Oh, with NXT, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is gonna be a match that I think is really good. Nia Jax is kind of the curveball. This was a 3-way, and then they added Nia Jax to make it.
See, that's what I was gonna say is the fact that Nia Jax is the curveball right now.
She can have good matches.
She can. But she's just slow.
Yeah.
She's slow, and I mean big wrestlers.
But she's gonna be the monster that takes out someone.
But the thing is all 3 of these people.
Yeah.
Charlotte, Bayley, and Sasha. Okay, they all have history together as friends, as enemies. Mm-hmm. She's the odd one out, Nia Jax. Yep. She's the one that's going to be picked on. So if Nia goes after Sasha. Well, Charlotte's probably going to jump on Nia or whatever, right? And I'm sure there's going to be a collaboration between the 3 of them on Nia. Now, I guarantee you at some point...
I can definitely see 2 or 3 people teaming up to go...
At least two. Nia will be the first or second knockout.
I can see Nia taking out maybe Bayley, and then it comes down to...
so you're saying the champ's going to go before she...
Maybe. Or it's either going to be Sasha or Bayley out first, and then... the other 2 are going to team up on Nia, and Nia will be the second out, and then it's going to come down to whoever's left, whether it be Bayley versus Sasha. I think actually it might come down to Bayley versus Sasha. But I think it's going to be a good match. I think with the curveball of Nia Jax, I think she's going to be a base. People are going to be diving off shit, and she's going to be the one catching.
I'd like to see her dive off something.
Yeah, I'd like to see her dive on my dick. But
I bet you fucking would, Dale.
But anyways, let's pick the winner. I'm gonna say Sasha.
You change your shit from Charlotte to Sasha.
Yeah.
Sasha.
The more that I think now, I think you're gonna see a Sasha win. I know it's a ponder. There's a couple matches in this card out of like the 13. There's only really like 2 or 3 that are variables where it's like I don't fucking know.
See, I'm kind of hoping they fuck off with Charlotte for a little bit.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm hoping this is the match where they're sort of like, okay, she's not going to keep Fuck you. You know what? Nia Jax, bro. Nia Jax. Maybe.
So
maybe there's a slight chance I could see that happening.
Okay. So you're going Nia.
So I'm just gonna go and go wild guess.
Oh, you not Charlotte. I'm going Sasha. You're going Nia. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So that's all right. That's cool.
Are you gonna remember all this?
Well, it's on video. It's on proof of me right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're segueing over to a match that when you burn someone's farm down, you apparently get a Wrestlemania match instead of arson charges.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's in the world of WWE, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can burn down someone's compound.
Hey, I never even thought of that, actually.
Yeah, you burn down someone's compound.
And they filmed it.
Yeah, proof. I mean, I'm going to go do it right after the podcast and see if I get a fucking championship match, but, you know, whatever. So, Randy Orton, challenger, Royal Rumble winner, you know, versus Bray Wyatt, you know, the eater of worlds / the fucking guy who has a closet full of Hawaiian shirts and straw hats. He has no family anymore. Randy Orton's facing him. You know, Luke Harper is turned against him, and now he has a black t-shirt instead of white. And Eric Rowan is the man coming back from injury.
Okay. Now, I have a theory on that. So wait, now, is Eric Rowan good with him, or are they...
Yeah. From what there's nothing... He's been gone. He's been out, right?
Okay, so I'll try and be quick with this one, but I think I've said this before.
Yeah.
If anyone should have beat Undertaker, it should have been Bray Wyatt, and for one reason only. He used to say he was the face of fear.
The new face of fear,
and that was a huge thing to me because I really felt like
scared.
Not literally, but I could probably wonder I could probably assume kids were probably like a little like taken back by him at first, but the whole new face of fear thing, and I think that should have been his time because then he would have, in a sense, he could never
pass the torch.
Yeah, Undertaker could have passed the torch to the right person. I don't think Brock Lesnar was deserving of that.
No. Especially on who should have won the streak, it should have been either Randy Orton at WrestleMania 21 because Randy Orton was just coming up the time and he was like just starting that legend.
Yeah, that would, but
or because after the streak it kind of got momentum and there was that 10-year kind of gap, it should have been Bray Wyatt. Those are the only two people that I think should have.
Yeah, fair enough. I can agree with that. But what my theory is behind this whole he's losing his family is Bray Wyatt. He's established himself. He's got lots of fans. You know, the Fireflies, all that shit.
Oh yeah.
But he's in my eyes, he's not complete. He's not someone that you should necessarily be scared of because he's just like.
Well, they kind of fucked him over and they dropped him out really, and he started that like every feud that he got into he would lose and it happened for like 2 years and then they were like he just showed up at the arena one day and they're like, hey, you want the title? And he's like, yeah.
Really? Is that how it happened?
No. They probably planned it for months, but like I'm just saying, it's one of those things where it's just like he just got complete shit on for like years and years and years and years. But then they keep putting him into programs and making it like he's special, but he'd lose and lose and lose. And
but you know what?
So
maybe Triple H lost for years, and he paid his dues, and look where he is now.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's second.
But I think it's a whole. They're building his story. I think Bray Wyatt's going to start going, even though he's pretty crazy already. I think he's going to go insane. I think he's going to start doing more fucked up shit.
Oh.
I think there's going to be more like the whole burning of the house of Sister Abigail and all that shit. I think that's going to, in a way, maybe he's going to start being more demonic.
Okay.
And things like that. And he's going to start, like he might even go, they might even go as far as to do like a possession thing eventually with him.
One thing's for sure, we're going to see a cool entrance.
Yeah. He's going to have some cool gear too, ring gear.
Yeah, usually.
And that.
But
I really think they're building up the suspense for him. And, not everyone might think like that. But all the shit that's happened to him.
Nice he gets to walk in as champion.
That is.
Now, if he gets to walk out, that is the question.
What's his title right now?
It is the, it's the SmackDown title. It's the SmackDown, the World Heavyweight SmackDown title, or whatever they want to call it, right?
But I'm a big fan of
It's technically the WWE title, and then Raw has the WWE Universal title. But
I would really like to see Randy Orton win, though, after I just praised Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
But I'm a huge Randy Orton fan. I remember the day he came out on TV. Like back then, I didn't really have access to all the developmental.
In his blue and yellow striped shorts.
Yep.
And he did that weird spinning thing.
Yeah, I remember that, man. And
I remember that. When SmackDown was better than Raw.
Yeah, like 2000 to 2003, around that time.
Yeah, that was good times.
Just to see him develop, like in a way, I've paid more attention to him. Like I love Stone Cold, I love The Rock, but I never saw them come in.
Randy Orton was always missing that one little thing that made him a Stone Cold. Popularity, kind of like he could have been John Cena if he was just missing this one thing, or they always say he.
But in the flick of a switch, Randy Orton can be heel, he can be face, he can get the crowd to like him, hate him. He's got so much influence.
If there's one thing that makes money in wrestling, it's a bad guy, aka heel, that is able to get a face reaction.
Yeah,
so
and that's what that
bad
was.
guy that sells merch.
Yeah, that was a bad guy there, burning down that house.
Yeah,
in this situation right now, Bray Wyatt, I would consider him the face.
Yeah.
In this particular situation.
Welcome to wrestling in 2017, where that doesn't mean.
It doesn't mean shit. Yeah, but.
So you're gonna pick Randy Orton?
Yeah, but I think it's just sort of like an obvious. Thing, like Bray Wyatt's track
record. Royal Rumble, what happens? So
and usually, like, what's the record on people from Royal Rumble going to win a WrestleMania? It's probably more
higher percentages of losing. That's for sure.
Yeah, so we'll keep that into mind, and I think Bray's just his track record with winning and losing, and the way titles work nowadays. Like the average wrestler gets like 2 months, 3 months if you're lucky. And then, if you have the last name Flair, you get 4 titles in a fucking year.
Yeah, you lose in 2 months.
I hate to talk shit, but it's true. Like, come on, man.
That's cool. I'm going to pick Randy. I'm going to pick Bray Wyatt. I'm going to pick Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
Just because I think that he might be able to pull it off. Eric Rowan might come in and do something crazy.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to see Luke Harper do a little thing.
But wait, Eric Rowan's on the other show. Oh, it's WrestleMania. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But, I mean, I don't know if he was ever drafted because he was hurt during the draft.
Technically, yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. We will see. But I'm going to pick different than you, and we might just see the same champion. We might see a new champion. I'm not sure. We're definitely going to see a cool RKO out of nowhere. Like the kids like to say. So that's it for the WWE title. Moving on to the Universal, fucking title.
The big fucking
the red one. The big red one.
Yeah.
The match that is probably gonna last just as long as my piss break.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Lesnar coming in, facing the champion who dethroned Kevin Owens last month at Fastlane. Bill Goldberg.
So this is interesting too because Goldberg has done longer matches, but they've sucked. I think there's maybe been one match, and it was about 10 minutes, and it was towards the end of WCW.
Well,
one of the
he's older too, right? Like,
that doesn't mean much.
They did it at WrestleMania 20, and they had a very shitty match, right? Like it wasn't the greatest match.
Well, Stone Cold had to do shit too, right? He was guest referee, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it's one of those things where both athletes are at this point where longevity isn't in really the best interest for their performances. So
Brock sweats more than he can fucking drink in a day.
Yeah.
In like 10 minutes, like.
Yeah. I don't know if that's because of his illness or whatever, but
I don't know if diverticulitis does that.
I don't know, but I'm not questioning
whatever,
that.
Yeah.
But these are both men that the longevity it does not play best to their abilities.
See, I'm just hoping because Brock he can do a 10-15 minute match. He can.
Yeah, he can pull 10 minutes.
And he can.
But anything over that, then it's like.
You can tell.
You won't do a suplex for so fucking long, and then people are gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, because and I think Goldberg, I'm sure he's fit enough to go that long. It's his moves.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how.
What have we seen out of Goldberg in the last couple months? A jackhammer, a spear,
but this is a
clothesline or two.
But I'm wondering.
I don't know, kick anymore.
Maybe they're training him a bit and they're making him do this on purpose.
We're gonna see a 450 out of nowhere.
Yeah, like out of nowhere, he's not gonna he might not try and do a spear right away. Like he might do like.
I hope not. I hope we don't see this. I hope maybe we see a spear and Brock jumps out of the way.
And this is the thing too. If Brock gets off a suplex, the match can go longer.
Yeah.
If Brock starts doing damage to Goldberg first, they can prolong the match, and I think that's probably going to happen just because it's WrestleMania. You can't, like... Yeah. They've done it twice, in a way. They did it at the Royal Rumble, and it was like, oh my god, he got knocked out, and like, whatever. Then they had their match before
They've been protected, yeah.
You know, and, well, Brock Lesnar got shit on in their match, like, entirely. Like, there was no way around it. He got pooped on for that one.
Yeah, which is, it's surprising, because I'm actually crazy.
He beat
crazy.
The Undertaker.
It's a crazy thought that,
that's nothing.
That is a bit of a slap in the face to The Undertaker, too.
Yeah,
but it's one of those things where it's like, I'm blown away that Brock was actually okay with that, and it's one of those things where we're at a night...
Okay with beating him? Or?
Yeah, I'm so surprised Brock Lesnar was like, yeah, that's okay.
Well, he doesn't want to work with Dean Ambrose. Why would he care about fucking Undertaker's streak?
No, I'm talking about Brock Lesnar versus Bill Goldberg. Goldberg just coming in and destroying him every time. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that was let slid, as you know what I mean. But it's one of those things where they got to be protected. Mm-hmm. They can't have a long match, and if they're gonna have a long match, it has to be with
like
some
10 minutes.
Yeah, it has to be some interference. Yeah, 10 minutes.
Interference if it's longer.
Yeah. I pray to the invisible wrestling god that this match isn't on last, but it is going to be last.
Yeah, I would rather see
Bray Wyatt versus Randy
Orton last. But
no, we're going to see this last. We're going to see the Universal title last because it's the Raw brand, right? They're not going to sell for anything but.
Yeah. The 3-hour show will get the last one, obviously, right? So.
I definitely think the entrances this time around won't be longer than the match, but it's one of those things where I can see this match maybe going, I don't know, let's say...
I'm going to say under 5 minutes.
I'm going to go 12. I'm going to go typical 12 minutes. So you pick 5?
We'll say about 5, yeah. 5.
12?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So we'll stopwatch that because that's worth some points. If you guess that, it's 10 points, all right? And if you guess the longevity of the show, hopefully it's not as long as last year, but that's another...
Saying 6.5.
What?
6.5 hours.
6.5?
Yeah.
Including the pre?
Oh, well, no, the pre-show's 2, and then the shows about 3-4 hours, so yeah, 6.5 hours.
So you think it's going to go over half an hour?
It's going to be under by a bit.
Okay.
I think.
I'm going to say...
Because it was still long last year, but I don't think it went over.
Yeah, it did. It went over. I mean, we were on delay, but it did go over.
Yeah, we were delayed.
I'm gonna say I'm actually gonna say the same amount, 6.5. I'm gonna think it's gonna go over about a half an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're pretty much the same for everything except for a couple, 1 or 2 matches or 3 matches here and there. That's cool. I mean, whatever. That right there, that's determined who wins or loses, right? 3 matches, right?
But see, but the thing is Dale and I sort of kind of like, well, I learned a lot from him through like the logic and thing of wrestling, right? So like.
Somebody did me some rocket science. Right?
Yeah, but I never paid attention really, right? But I started noticing things as you were pointing them out, and I learned. But I think the first couple matches, it was sort of just we knew because of how the industry is, and then they do have those matches where you're like, I wonder who could win. It because if they let you predict everything, it would just
It's WrestleMania. It's supposed to be surprise. It's the ultimate throw rod. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, segueing into the night before WrestleMania, I just want to go over the NXT card. There's not many matches announced for it. So it's Shinsuke Nakamura challenging Bobby Roode.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Peterborough, Ontario native. One of those things.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a great match like they always have. And then we're looking at Ember Moon, the chick with the colored contact eyes.
Oh, the black girl?
Yeah, okay.
Is that Amber Moon?
Ember.
Yeah, the black girl with like the red hair.
Does the cool stunner off the top rope.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Versus Asuka, champion. I really think we don't have to pick for points here, but that's gonna be very much.
I don't know.
And then we're looking at the Authors of Pain, the big fucking football people, and versus DIY.
Seems like the Divas have the reins of NXT right now. They've got like the better.
Oh, they're so good.
The better wrestlers than the males right now. They're all still developing more guys for the males.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So then we're looking at the tag team match, which is the Authors of Pain, this big fucking, guys, versus DIY, which is Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano.
That's cool. Yeah, those guys are good actually.
Fun
we
fact.
played. You say it.
Fun fact. I used to play Call of Duty with Johnny Gargano. Cheap plug.
Not so much me. I did a bit, but more Dale.
versus the Revival. So that would be a tag team championship triple threat.
Yeah.
And then there's only 4 matches announced. And we're looking at the Andre Cien Almas, which is that guy who's the Mexican that just keeps losing every time he's in the ring. Versus,
that's all he's been doing is losing?
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, big deal, and then he comes to the ring looking like a pimp, and then he loses. And then versus Aleister Black, which is a independent talent known as Tommy End, which is going to be amazing for him to be in NXT. That's gonna be a good card. I'm sure there's gonna be 2 or 3 matches that they don't announce, but it's gonna pop up on the show on NXT.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Whatever. NXT's the night before, WrestleMania's the night after, Hall of Fame's the night before that. I think it's about time that we reveal my special surprise that I never showed Taylor. Now, as we play this game of Pick'em, someone's gonna win, and at the end, someone is going to be a champion.
No fucking way.
I would like to introduce the very first CastPod podcast WrestleMania / WWE pay-per-view Pick'em contest belt.
Is that actually like the kids' version of
Yes, it is the kid version of the classic Intercontinental. Winner.
The classic belt.
Yes, the classic. The classic.
Dope.
The winner of this gets to hold this belt until maybe the next pay-per-view.
Oh my god.
And then maybe, defending in our gameplays. Maybe.
We'll have to start giving out gifts and stuff maybe one of these days too.
So
we'll do like a little competition maybe
the winner
in
has,
the future.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, for the fans.
The winner will either defend this in our pick'ems for the wrestling podcast, aka When Men Throw Men at Other Men, or you can also defend it if we play a video game against each other, as long as a ref is present.
Oh god.
Okay. So this is the belt that we're playing for tomorrow night, and yeah, I'm gonna win it because I think it's cool.
You're probably gonna hold it for a very long time because you probably pick better than I do.
But we will see.
Look at this. They didn't even.
What?
It's like glue.
That I glued it on there. What do you think? It comes with the fucking our podcast logo on it. All right, guys. Let's cut this short before he picks apart my artwork, my arts and crafts.
Look at this. It's a piece of shit.
So, yeah.
That's
ladies and gentlemen,
cool.
This has been the first ever When Men Throw Men at Other Men for the WrestleMania. Check out our post-WrestleMania championship show. And that'll be going up on Monday. And this will be going up probably tomorrow. But
Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Depending on.
I want to capitalize on the WrestleMania hype.
Yeah, so maybe we'll, I don't know, should we do the podcast right after WrestleMania?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be forever long. It just has to be like,
okay, yeah.
Hey, I win, give me the belt.
So yeah, maybe probably Monday then.
Okay.
Cool.
So, this over here.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Dale. And this has been the very first When Men Throw Men at Other Men. Have a good one.
Take it easy, buddies.